The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon State's offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On the run, it's Jenkins. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oregon State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Released by the QB. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Bauer. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. This time they'll go to the running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better.
Touchdown, Beaver! The offense cashing it in on that drive. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They kick it away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Creates a little space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Makes the quick grab.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they're not on the same page there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense defense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks into the open. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. To the air is O'Neal. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Powers forward. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Card. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Beavers are flying down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air. It's O'Neal. Unloads it left. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Carr.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to power it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Touchdown, Beavers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Beavers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the offense out of the field to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And they bring the punter onto the field now. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Card. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's 12. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Does not fold on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from this.
Got it set up on the outside. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just feeds the running back. Can't get him to the ground. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hand off from the shotgun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Beavers look to keep this drive humming. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. And the Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it out. It's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like...
Turning it on! They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that...
Deep shot for the end zone! And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Touchdown! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And his throw is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Sets up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. And he will house it.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field. Brings it to the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level next time.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Oregon State. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed.